So here is operations 1, all printed off. And as you can see, pretty much to scale. Now, I ran out of filament, but it's great. The brown colored parts you print separately. So these are considered blast doors, which they remove out. You can put in. You could put in. I'm thinking of actually putting in maybe some scenes from the movie, kind of like looking outside. But I think that the blast doors really add that kind of theme. I'm loving the control map. So much detail there, so much detail on all of this. Now this is not to scale in regards to the board game. So this is the board game here, and actually what we're looking at here is this section here, all the way across here, down to here. So it's this section. So they basically scaled it up, which isn't a bad thing. And this is something else that comes actually over on this section here. I believe it's that. I haven't printed off that section yet. So this is the section we're going to get, basically from this line here all the way along. And then they are producing these, and then I do have this that I need to print off, and I'm hoping to review. But I wanted you to kind of see it in person. And I mean, just look at this. This is thematically, I mean, I'm going to kind of try and excuse the mess, but I mean, yeah, I'm going to kind of crap my pants when you're playing this. It's beautiful. It's well done. I believe that this took it took about 11 hours to print each section, and maybe these were slightly more for some reason. These are slightly less, but all in all, not really a lot. They take about 200 grams of filament, so not a big deal. I mean, you're looking at maybe for this section here, you're probably looking at maybe I'd say a roll of filament for one section each, maybe, which isn't really bad, especially when you come to this scale. And it's, like I say, it is scaled for Aliens Another Glorious Day in the core, and these are actually miniatures from Prodos's The Hunt Begins, which actually have wider bases, so these fit on here too. And I kind of like the aliens from that. I tend to use those in my game, but it means that they fit better. But if you want to use the Protos ones, and the Gale Force 9 ones, that's perfectly fine. And like I say, these are removable. The doors are removable. Currently there are no barricaded doors, so what I may do is modify some of these, put some coffee stirrers across, like paint them gold and silver, just to kind of make them barricaded. But as you can see, that's this door here, so I still have all of this to print off, and then I have to get these and print these off. So it's going to be massive. I mean, my hand is basically one of these, and yeah, you can just see how big it is. It's a beautiful piece. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to make ones that fit this. I assume so, which would be great. Now, in the game, you don't actually go off that end, so I'll probably end up gluing them there. And obviously here, we're going to extend offwards up to here. But I love the detail like this. I love that kind of little nuance of pulling that aside. The detail on the actual parts. Now, I just moved this, so let me try and put this back together so you can see. It's just absolutely phenomenal. I got a bit of film sticking there. It's just, yeah, like I say, it's absolutely beautiful. I'm totally in love with this. I actually glued this chair kind of crooked because I felt like, you know, they were in a rush when they evacuated and chairs wouldn't stay there. Now, they pretty much follow the main gist of this. Now, obviously, these sections here are not used, which are here, which is why they don't have squares. So you could, if you were using this for, say, an RPG, because it doesn't have to be used for the Aliens Another Glorious Day in the Core. You could use it for the Aliens RPG for Hadley's Hope and stuff, which is really kind of cool. So these wouldn't be used in the board game, but for the role-playing game, absolutely. And then, like I say, all of these are actually on the map, which is here. The desk, so they've kind of had to squeeze a bit of the square. I don't think there is actually. Oh, so you can see there that there are squares, so in theory you could be up on those. So I'm gonna have this painted up, but I mean, this just I'm in love with this game. There's this terrain for this game. I mean, I love the game in general. Now, this is just for the core set, so they don't have anything for the expansions yet. I've probably already said that in the video, but I just wanted to emphasize that. And then these printed out are the actual singular doors. So yes, just the base game. Now you'll know if you have an Get Away From Her You Bitch, they actually moved this down to here, and then they add in the dropship. So that isn't included, so you can only have the base set. But honestly, this is going to be massive. So I've still got to come down even more, which is basically this down here, and then this kind of over there and down there. So it's going to be interesting. I'm absolutely gobsmacked by this. This is just yeah. Now they do it is designed to all be glued together, so you could store it like this. I probably won't, honestly, just because I don't have a lot of room. As you can imagine, you know, I don't have a lot of room, so I probably will store it separately and then stack it on top of each other. But yeah,